What's up, everyone? I'm back in the United States. Yes, it's good to be back. I was out of the country for a bit because just I wanted to have some fun, and I was getting pretty bored of just living the same routine every single day. And with vacation comes getting creative with your workouts. And I'm not like the strongest guy. I'm not really that aesthetic or whatever, but and I'm getting there. Hopefully, I don't even know. But yeah, I've been out of the country. I did some snorkeling. I did some ATV riding. I went to the waterfalls. I went to the mountains. I drank some CBD mezcal and some coffee and some like natural caffeine, which is pretty cool because I'm really big on caffeine. And then getting to try like the actual chocolate, the cacao, which has caffeine in it with it's like a nut or something. It's pretty cool. And then some honey, some raw honey eye drops as well. And it's all natural CBD mosquito repellent, which probably didn't work. Either that, or it was because I was swimming in the rivers in the mountains. And then what else did I do? I went to the city of Mexico. It was pretty cool. I almost did get robbed though. So pretty much what happened was I was taking an Uber and I was being set up, and I was lucky enough to notice. So let's just say I'm good. All right. And then yeah, so I'm getting used to being here again, and it's pretty weird because it feels so small, compared to over there. I was like constantly on edge and just afraid of not afraid, but I guess being aware of my surroundings more compared to here, where I'm not safe, but it's like I'm comfortable because I already know my way around. Here are some snacks I got. Right, let me see. I got this. I got some Takis. I'm not really a big tacky guy, but they're really good over there. And these are my favorite cookies growing up. Pretty awesome. And I was playing my Switch so much, dude. Oh my gosh. I was playing my Switch like every day. I was playing Smash Bros, so I'm pretty good at Smash Bros now. I'm a Dr. Mario main. Yeah. And my laundry, my luggage is here on my bed, so that's why I'm not laying down right now. It feels good to be back though. Good to have a good bathroom. It's not very sanitary over there, but it was cool. It was very cool. And there's this girl. I'm gonna miss you. Whatever. So we're gonna take some pre. Oh no, should I? Yeah, we need. I've been gone. I've been gone from home, so I don't have any water. So we're gonna go get some water. We're gonna get maybe like some pre-workout snack, maybe an orange. I honestly don't know. I've been out of the game for quite a bit, so we're gonna do that, and we're going to just talk about life. And this is my first actual vlog. Okay, secrets out. It started off as a school project where I was trying to record my transformation or of just living life for about 6 months, and it goes a bit deeper than that actually, because I use old footage. My face is dirty because the airport threw out my face wash. But yeah, so there was a project I was working on, and it's still in the works. Not that anybody cares. It's more of just a personal passion project, if I'm being for real, because it's pretty incredible having all this footage of me throughout this whole year, and kind of how my mindset changes or how it doesn't change, and I can reflect on just as an outsider looking in. And it's amazing because I get to kind of grow, like continuing from off of that. Because let's say, for example, in one of the video clips I say I hate society or whatever, and then rewatching it I could be like, this guy's weird, and I'm like, oh wait, that guy is me. So I'm able to change my mindset on that, and then grow as a person just from recording and just from having someone to talk to, and that someone is basically me talking to myself, because I do believe that I've said this before, and I'll probably say it many times in the future, but I do believe that the answers that we're always looking for are just inside of ourselves, because, well, when you talk to someone, you kind of slowly realize the problem, right? And I don't really have anyone to talk to. That is because I don't connect well with people, and if I do, I always feel weird, and it's just like, I mean, I can to like a very surface level, but I'm not really one to get into a deep conversation with someone, because it's just hard for me to believe that they do care, you know what I'm saying? When someone says good morning, they don't care about, it's just saying good morning, it's like a thing to say. Or you can't really believe words these days, really, because, well, your girl, she could be like, oh, I love you, this and that, and then cheat on you. So that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing with me. It's like, I'm not really one to believe someone just because they say something. Like, if someone says they're going to do something and they haven't done anything, what does that say about them, right? That's basically my whole point. And I'm not saying it's wrong to have friends or anything like that. It's cool. I'd be down to have some friends, but the only friends I've ever had have always, like, in some way done me wrong. So I'm not really in the mood right now. And honestly, I blocked anyone that's ever done that, because I just don't have time for that anymore. I'm an adult. I'm 22 years old now. And, when they act like children, I'm just gonna treat them as such and move along and just move accordingly afterwards and focus on myself. Because what really is there else to do besides just improving yourself? And I feel like I'm just rambling on, and I hope this makes sense to someone. I know it feels good, though, when you're just rambling, because your mind isn't really doing any of the work. It's all your mouth just moving, and it shows how you really feel, right? So yeah, this is the latest I've ever worked out, I'm pretty sure. No, the latest I worked out was 12 p.m. but I mean latest in the day, I guess, not in the night. Yeah, it's about to be 11, and I woke up at around 8 or 7, and I've only got 3 hours of sleep, so I do need this pre-workout, and it's gonna be my first pump being back here. I did work out in Mexico, yes, and I had to get creative because the weights were not really that heavy, and yeah, I was just doing my thing over there pretty much. And so yeah, let's cut to the next clip. Guys, my hair is disgusting. I know. I've had a country for quite a bit. I gotta get it fixed ASAP. No Rocky, like Donald Trump said. That's so cringy. Why did I say that? I found a gallon of water under my bed, and I bought it from Walmart about 4 months ago, I want to say. And it says that the expiration date is next year to 2028. So I'm gonna use it, and hopefully I will turn into some type of alien. I don't even know. Disclosure Day. Does anybody watch that? Let me know. Is it good? I don't think so. I watched Weapons on the plane, and there is a scene where Gladys was getting ripped limb by limb, and they were pulling her her arms and her legs, and they're by her mouth. And then I was like, okay. And then the person behind me was probably just like, what the heck is wrong? Who watches this on the plane? What? And yeah, it was pretty disturbing. It's not really scary. It was not really a good movie either. I give it about 6.8. The villain was pretty good. It's just like the ending, it was like, is this a comedy? Like, what is this? Alright. Well, yeah, but it turns out I have water, so I'm gonna use that. And as a pre-workout snack, I don't really have any ideas, so I'm just gonna go based off of hate. So I'm getting angry real quick, like the Hulk. I feel like a DJ right now. These headphones. I feel the pre-workout kicking in. No, I'm joking. Found parking pretty easily. Just sipping my pre-workout right now. Having a good old time. It feels weird being back in the US, I'm not gonna lie. Everything's so modern. Oh my goodness. I mean, it isn't. CDMX is modern too, but I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying. And while I was over there in Mexico, posted on my story quite a lot of messages from some girls, and I was pretty surprised. Not really. Or, yeah, I guess I was. And let's just say I'm the next ChatGPT because I type exactly like it, bro. I'm so dry and I'm so like uninterested, even though I honestly they're probably out of my, yeah, they're out of my league, if I'm being honest. I'm pretty ugly. And yeah, I don't know how to text very well, and for the most part I left them just undelivered or reacted because I'm scared of coming off as a boring guy, because I am a really boring guy. But that kind of got me thinking, why can't I just commit to something and actually try hard to get in a relationship when that's probably something that'll help me out in life, really, to have fun. I think it's because I'm scared. I'm scared of just being hurt, or I don't see the value in being in a relationship right now. It'd be selfish for me to be one, and I think for the most part it's selfish to want to be in a relationship because well, people just don't want to be lonely, so they're like, let me just go with this dude or this girl, and just so I don't have to feel alone, because most people are just scared of being alone, right? So they're like, oh, let me just be with this person and use them for comfort. Damn, I feel the pre-workout. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, I need to shave my nose hairs. Oh my goodness. But I'm breathing so hard. But yeah, why not just take the girl seriously? Oh, there's a girl in this gym, dude, that somehow she got my Instagram. She's 24, by the way. No, I'm 22. She's a teacher, and that's honestly crazy to me because I what the heck? How did I get it so old so fast? But she somehow got my Insta, and I've never spoken to her. I've never spoken to her. So I'm like, how did you even get my Instagram? And she's been liking all my stories, and maybe I'll DM her because, I mean, I don't know. Should I? She's kind of old. No, she's not, dude. I think for me, I've been chasing like this fairy tale relationship where it's all perfect and just something that I've expected for years, and it's never gonna happen. And I should just have fun, right? I should just have fun because you're ugly and you get chances like this and you never take them because you're like, oh, it's not the right time. It's never gonna be the right time, honestly. Oh my gosh, my hands are like pins and needles. But yeah, going back to the whole Instagram girls thing, it got me thinking, how am I ever gonna have a family? How am I ever gonna have a real serious relationship ever again when you're too scared to even try to get to know them? And honestly, they're pretty. It's like, it doesn't have to be like serious. Like, for me, honestly, my nose hair, oh my god, looks like there's a spider crawling out. But yeah, honestly, it's like there's a guy walking next to me. He's looking at me all crazy. I'm about to beat you up, boy. Nah, I'm just joking. I ain't doing nothing. I'm sweet, but this nose hair is distracting. So I'm like, why even bother? But the thing is, with life, you gotta suspend whatever your beliefs. And what I mean by that is just live life, and sometimes you gotta let go of your morals just to get a good story, because that's what it's all about, really. I remember growing up as a kid and people telling their stories of or even growing up now, people telling their stories of them just growing up as a kid and having these awesome experiences, going out, and there's me with none on my belt. I've got a couple good stories, I guess, but for the most part, my life is so boring. And aren't you guys tired of, like, if you relate to me, aren't you tired of living such a boring, simple life? Honestly. So why not just do whatever you want? Life is too short, right? And it's such a cliche saying, like, you never know if you have tomorrow. But it's true though. And when you're drinking with your friends and then you're telling your stories, you're gonna be bored. You're gonna be like, yeah, I went to Walmart the other day, and this lady wanted to check my receipt, but guess what? I left. And then everyone's gonna look at you like you're Mr. Bean, bro. Like what's wrong with this dude? And live life and have good stories to tell to your son and your kids, your daughter. Relationship is like the last thing you should even chase, because people that are always chasing it, you got nothing better to do, because well, if you're in a relationship, it seems like you're doing good in life, like you're stable, so people are like, ah, seems like the easiest thing to do, why not just do that instead of, improving yourself as a person? And it's scary. It's really scary. Don't get me wrong. Being in a relationship is so beautiful, and it's like one of the greatest things you can experience in life. And you're lucky to get, if you even have one, because not a lot of people get to experience it. And don't get me wrong. It's good to be in love and be stupid for at least for a bit. Let go of whatever you believe in. But at the end of the day, it's always just going to be you against the world, and words don't mean anything at the end of the day, because this girl can be like, I'm in love with you, I love you, and then what? She cheats on you, and then what? I'll never believe anybody ever again when they say that to me, because, well, who knows, right? But it's really scary, because, well, they texted me like they're hitting me up, and I could be like, oh yeah, she was telling me she likes Calvin Harris or some DJ music, and I'm like, oh yeah. I was like, okay, it's cool, whatever. So rude, you're so rude. I could have been like, oh yeah, just hang out in my car, listen to some music, I don't know. Should I try? Maybe I'll try with this 24-year-old. Maybe she got some money. I don't know.